Hey Run Junkies, welcome to Runners Without Limits TV. It is Thursday, April 7th, and we are back at work. First run after springtime surprise. I am mostly rehydrated and mostly recovered, but I still got a little ways to go. Still tired, but I'm back at it, and we are looking ahead at the Colfax Urban 10 miler. That is the next big race. It's in 5 weeks, so let's buckle in and have some fun this week. All right, so a very abbreviated week. I didn't do a lot of running. We've had a lot of high winds here this week. It's going to continue next couple of days. So I'm trying to get my runs in before the winds start gusting up to 30 miles an hour. So what I'm trying to do is actually get in the key workouts that are the most important to me this week. There were 4 runs on the plan. I'm only going to get around to doing maybe 2 or 3 of them. And I had to kind of pick and choose which ones were important. So balanced with which ones I really kind of felt like doing, because workouts get intense now. Race pace miles, steady state runs, high intensity intervals, all that stuff. There are fewer runs, but they're longer and more intense. So just trying to balance the rest and recovery from springtime with the work necessary to reach my goals in May. And admittedly, I do not feel like doing this. I do think I need a little bit more rest. I'm really hungry, and my dog's being kind of a dork, so part of me feels like I just need to call it. I think this is the biggest problem that I'm having now that we're halfway through the training cycle for this Macmillan running plan. I think the biggest problem I'm having is that I selected a plan that was just one level up from where I am right now. I think I overestimated my capability. So when I went in and selected this plan, I thought I could manage this. And now that I'm way deep into it and I'm seeing hour and a half, hour and 45-minute midweek runs with a lot of goal race pace miles. I mean, I have a goal race pace run this week that's 8 full miles at goal race pace. It's a lot. And I know that I am incapable of doing that at my level of fitness right now. I have to start rethinking where I am right now, where I'm going to be in a week, and if this training plan is going to be sufficient for me to reach my goals, or if it's too much. I do not want to go into Colfax Urban 10 miler overtrained. In fact, I'd like to go in a little undertrained. But I think right now I'm going to call this run. I'm going to go home. I'm going to rethink everything. I've got 1,000 other things I need to get done. So I feel like I would be better served by kicking my feet up, relaxing, rethinking the training plan, and going from there. I didn't really run today. It was supposed to be 90 minutes. But I didn't really do it. It's okay. Rest is a weapon. Recovery is a tool. Quick rundown. Macmillan training plan for 15K 10 mile level 4 combo runners. None of that is really all that critical right now in the understanding. Basically, I selected this plan based on my answers to a survey to choose the correct plan for me. In the translation of some of these questions, I had expectations or I maybe overestimated where I am in my fitness journey, or underestimated what the plan is really offering. And it's been overwhelming to me. So instead of trying to force it and fit this square peg into a round hole for the next 5 weeks, I've decided, all right, I'm gonna take the bones of the Macmillan plan and the kind of this schedule where it's 3 to 4 runs per week, and they're all pretty tough. But I'm going to take my go-to plans out of this book. My former coach, Christine, developed these plans, and I always love going back to this book when I'm not really sure what to be doing. I come back to this. So I'm using the half marathon for time plan in here. But wait, I have a half marathon. This is a half marathon training plan. I have a 10 miler on the schedule. Okay, yes. So what I'm doing is basically taking the bones of the Macmillan plan, pulling workouts from here and plugging them into places where it would make more sense. So that is one adaptation I have made. It's not always advisable to do that. All right. But when you get to a point when the training plan is getting too hard for you, that you're going to go into your race day overtrained, or you're not nailing your workouts, it's time to make a change. It's time to reevaluate. And that's what I'm doing here. Next thing I'm doing is up until Springtime Surprise, between Marathon Weekend and Springtime Surprise, I was doing a lot of lifting with dumbbells. So 5 days a week, 30 to 60 minutes a day. And it's worked out really, really well for me. I feel very strong. I feel confident in my running as a result. However, I kind of let that slide because I started getting bored with the same routine. So from here until Colfax, or until taper anyway, I'm going to switch things up, and I may regret it, to my TRX training cycle. So I'm going to add these into my strength training plan. Good morning, happy Saturday long run. Out for 90 minutes with a strong finish today. I feel like I have finally kind of developed a plan. I'm happy with where we're gonna head going forward. I don't know if I have to adjust my goals for Colfax Urban 10 miler. I'm gonna give that a couple more weeks to settle in, see how I'm feeling in my runs. I do feel confident in my running. I'm definitely still in recovery mode, making sure I'm still getting enough sleep, rehydrating, all that good stuff. The strength training is back on it. Everything hurts and I'm dying. Yeah. One thing that I was hoping to get out to you this past week was the first of the Springtime Surprise videos. I have some computer system maintenance to do before I get that out to you. So that will be coming this week. Tuesday, 5K. Thursday, 10K. And then hopefully the following week will be the 10 miler. Just give myself a little bit of time to work on these and get them out to you. I'm really excited. I'm still kind of basking in the memories and the time spent with friends. I miss them already. But November will be here before you know it. So I think that's gonna do it for me today, you guys. It's short and sweet and to the point this week. Not a lot going on. Just trying to reorganize, reevaluate, and come back to some semblance of a good training cycle. But I'm gonna close it out. My question for you today is, how was your recovery from the Springtime Surprise? Please leave thoughts, questions, comments, and suggestions for future videos in the comment section down below. Please like, subscribe, and tell your friends. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, remember, you are a runner without limits. Happy running.